All right. I am the 18th veteran.
And I'm Prometheus the Prophet.
Welcome to the YouTube Content Creators Association podcast. Sorry we've been gone a while. I've been really, really sick and unable to speak. So, you know that, hey, life happens. Whatever. Like it. Got a good show for you guys today.
Yeah, what do we got on the table, man?
Well, we got some news articles. We got some crazy off-the-chain YouTube videos. We got some. We got a couple channels we're gonna support. First, I want to say congratulations to the Geek Room for breaking their $100 goal on their Patreon. They're huge. Yeah, they're a huge supporter of the show, and we always appreciate the things they do for us, and we don't mind reciprocating for them. So that's awesome. Good job, guys. Also, tomorrow I will be on the Geek Room during the 24-hour show. I will be on probably with Hannibal Amani. So we will be doing that. That sounds awesome. I will be.
Oh, that sounds fantastic,
yeah.
Man.
I don't know if you might be too busy to hop on. Maybe, I don't know. But
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. I'll ask the Geek Room if they can have you hop on.
Depends on when it is.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know, and then we'll, if they want to let you hop on, then we'll discuss the details then. But congratulations to them. Now their next goal is 300. So if you enjoy the Geek Room, or if you don't know who we're talking about, down in the description, you can go check them out. Yeah, they're good podcasts, and if you do enjoy them, fucking support them. God damn it, give us some monies. Do good things over there, especially Frank. God, he's the one sexy beast. So, Prometheus, how have you been?
I've been doing good.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do the show earlier, but apparently my phone decided not to allow notifications from your DMs.
Yeah. Maybe we should play. I should plan it out a little bit more in advance anyway. So it's no big deal. Well, I mean, plus it's been a while since we've done a later show, and I feel like it's about due for a later show. We're about due for one.
Yeah. So, but just FYI to the crowd, I'm kind of at work, so
Yeah.
if there's any abrupt interruptions, I'll be sure to let you know.
Don't worry, we'll entertain you. I mean, I'll entertain you guys if he's gone. So we got our first segment, which is news articles. So let's check out what news. Paul Manafort
Right.
sentenced to 47 months in prison.
I mean, that's basically 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they frame it in months. Like 1 month short of 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if it was like 16 months, but if it's longer than 2 years, just say it in years.
So Paul Manafort, you've been living in Iraq, I guess. But I think we all got a pretty good idea what with Paul Manafort. Lobbyist and former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort learned on Thursday that he will serve almost 4 years in prison, far short of what he had been expected and recommended, for financial fraud convictions obtained by special counsel Robert Mueller as he investigated Manafort's alleged collusion with the Russian government in 2016. The crimes, though serious among white-collar offenses, did not relate directly to Manafort's work as Trump's 2016 campaign chairman. Manafort, 69 years old, has been facing up to 25 years in prison, and a sentence that could have essentially kept him in jail for the rest of his life. So, boo.
So he basically gets the sweetheart deal, then screws that up.
Yeah.
Now he's still going to get like less than 5 years in jail he was supposed to be facing 5. I mean, he's doing less than 20% of the time that was recommended.
Yeah, it's fucking. You know what pisses me off the most about it? It's not about Paul Manafort. It's about white collar crime in general that pisses me off. Is that these fucking people get away from scamming people out of fucking millions and fucking they don't pay their taxes and it just and they. But if you caught with a little too much marijuana in some states, you're going to jail for about 20 years. And they're not as sympathetic as they are towards Paul Manafort. Like, oh.
Yeah. Chances are there's your average drug offender that is being sentenced to more time than Paul Manafort is right now.
Mm-hmm. Paul Manafort should... I mean, I'm not going to get into a little Russia thing or Trump thing with this story. Because the reason why I want to pull up the story just to discuss how fucking white-collar crime, and if you're rich enough, you can just fucking... 4 years, even at 69 years old, is still not a lot of time. And he was feeding information back to Trump. After he had a plea agreement. He broke his plea agreement. So what message are we sending there? That's okay. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a slap on the wrist. I mean, if Trump wins a second term, then he's probably not even going to need to pardon him.
No. And it kind of just falls right into Trump's. It helps Trump out, really, because he doesn't have to worry about Paul Manafort spending 20 years in jail. He doesn't have to fucking worry about pardoning him or if he pardons him or not. I don't know. It just throws. It just makes.
Yeah. Paul Manafort will basically be out at the latest 2022. I mean, depending if he's up for parole.
I don't know. This is the kind of person that needed to have the book thrown out and be made an example of. but because he's getting such a license, this is going to keep happening. People are going to keep cheating the system, and white collar criminals are going to be shown, mercy at a level that blue collar criminals are never shown for far less offenses. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just it's fucking stupid.
I don't know. It just goes to show you where we're at with our legal system. Where we're at. If you're rich enough, some people. I mean, my brother has a saying.
They've always treated they've always treated white collar criminals with kid gloves.
Yeah, and that's not fair. Like if you could be thrown in jail, and not even be prosecuted for longer than this. You realize that, right? You could just be thrown in jail.
Yeah.
And plus, that's against the Constitution. But it happens anyway. It fucking happens anyway. But Paul Manafort's like, poor Paul.
It makes me wonder what's going to happen with Rob Stone.
No, who fucking knows? Hopefully, he'll have a different judge or something.
And him were very close.
I think this judge might have had some. There's got to be something behind that. I don't want to say, he's like, I think the whole Russia witch hunt thing.
Well, no, it's probably the fact that if Manafort got a stiff sentence, he was probably going to rat out the Podesta brothers.
Yeah. So that's Manafort. Texas judge is disciplined for telling a jury that God wanted him to acquit a sex trafficking defendant. God, what is wrong with judges in our country?
Oh my God! I mean, we were talking about this a little bit off air, and apparently you told me that this is a second case, because I remember there was
a case like this.
Yeah, there was a case just like this where the judge decided that God told him that this person was innocent, even though the jury found him guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so I think this is.
I gotta admit, that is a serious problem.
Yeah, it is a big problem.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is, kind of made it a big deal going after sex traffickers. So now they got to contend with this. Yeah. A judge that's literally saying that a sex trafficker is innocent.
I bet you this
by his own. Oh, I really wish we were doing the story on the Patriots.
Oh, we could talk about that. Right. What's funny is I have a friend from the Army who was defending him. Was it Roger Kraft or something? She was defending him, so it's like, well, I forgot exactly what she said, but I was like, how are you defending him? I'm like, why? Because she's a Patriots fan, and she's like, I'm a Niners fan. When Alden Smith was fucking beating up his fucking girlfriend, yeah, I know what I'm saying. I didn't defend that.
He's not a player. He's a owner.
Yeah,
sell the damn team.
Yeah, I don't know. So Texas.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was like, it's look. I mean, I think prostitution should be legal, but the circumstances of this case they were like practically Chinese slaves.
Yeah. Let's see, who's it? Hannibal Monty says up. Yeah, what up? What's up, Hannibal Monty? Yeah, Hannibal Monty. I might be on the show, the Geek Room tomorrow with you. I chose you as my as who I get to go on with. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, so this Texas judge, where was I going with this? I was going with it seems like church and stages. Hell yeah. Yeah, it seems like church and stage is fucking poking its nose into everything lately. Into fucking everything. I mean, yeah, that's Saturday, my bad.
Yeah, the church is shoving its head so far up the state's ass that you can't tell where the state ends and the church begins.
It's fucking retarded. But we've always had this problem. Church has always been meddling in this shit, you know. People have been blind to it. You know? A Texas Judicial Commission is issuing a public warning. Public warning. That sounds like. To a judge who told the jury that God wanted to acquit a woman who was on trial for charges related to sex trafficking. The jury found her guilty instead, and George Romero Perez was sentenced to 25 years. No, and not judge. And Gloria Romero Perez sentenced to 25 years in prison. The judge, Jack Robinson, is on the other end of a disciplinary measure. Fuck church, damn right. Sleeping on Sunday. Robinson, a district judge, Homo County, Texas, just signing over Perez's trial in January 2018, according to the Texas Judicial Commission. He walked into the jury room after the jury's deliberation, said he'd been praying about the case, and informed the jurors that God told him the defendant was innocent. He asked the jury to reverse the guilty verdict. Jurors declined. What the
so
fuck?
Did the judge didn't? So the judge didn't actually overrule it. He just conveyed.
Yeah,
he to overturn it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, God told me that he wants to acquit. Can you guys just overrule it or overturn it, or not overturn it? Rule innocent. And isn't that just fucking like the worst shit ever?
Yeah, it's basically reason number 2,752 of why we hate religion.
He's just poking his nose. Now he's poking his nose into our fucking, the way we practice law. This guy is to be a judge, you gotta be a lawyer for I don't know how many years, but it's
10 years.
10 years. So this guy's been practicing law for 10 years. I wonder how much he's let his religion fuck over people or get people off who didn't deserve to be gone off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on what kind of lawyer he was, I guess.
Well, I can tell you, I get a pretty good idea based on the kind of judge he is.
I don't know if they allowed. I don't know if they allowed to judges. I don't know. I haven't looked into that.
I don't know. It's just for this guy should not be a judge.
The guy sounds like one of the defense attorneys.
I mean, it's the gall of walking fucking juries into where the jury deliberate and ask them to find someone how you want them to find because of your religion or how you felt your religion wanted you to feel. That just goes against everything that our court system should be, you might as well throw out evidence. Throw out evidence. Just ask God. Throw out testimony, all that shit. What are you having a trial for? What's the point of the trial then? You're just gonna walk in there and tell the juries. Excuse me.
So that's kind of the thing now, that some defendants are actually smart enough to go try.
Well, at least the defendants,
because when a judge is actually more rehearsed in the law, so there's a lot better legal arguments that they can use a judge to acquit them.
So Big Z Bomb says, "What's up, guys?" And sorry, deconvert. So.
Oh,
huh?
We're lagging.
Our frames per. But that's because we're streaming OBS. There's gonna be a little bit of a lag. But so yeah, that's fucking garbage. Fuck this guy. I hope he gets fucking AIDS in his butt. All right, so I was supposed to condemn anti-Semitism after Rep. Omar's comments. The House approved a resolution Thursday to condemn anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, racism, and other bigger forms of bigotry to move, and a move that Democrats hope will quell the latest uproar from over Rep. Ilhan Omar's criticism of Israel. The vote measure was 407 to 23. 23 opposed were all Republican lawmakers. Now, I hate to agree with the Republicans, but I kind of agree with Omar's assessment on it.
Yeah, I think what she said about APAC was absolutely true.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And yeah, the thing is, that's what really got this shit started. And I'm like, I'm pro-Israel, but I'm not going to be like the type of person that goes completely over in trying to silence dissent.
I'm pro-Israel as well, but you know, I don't ignore the atrocities that are committed by Israel. I don't ignore Benjamin Netanyahu's fucking shittiness. You know,
oh yeah, I mean,
and the money they throw into our country.
Yeah, I think he's either under investigation or he's being tried for bribery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and now the thing is, and as for the atrocities, though, I mean, there is a lot of nuance. I mean, some of the Palestinians, though, I mean, they do. Some people do consider when you throw rocks, if someone's throwing a rock at you, that is considered an armed assailant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, look, I agree that using live ammunition on children, not the best look.
Well, the thing is it's nuanced. It should be looked at, as nuanced. We put Israel on a fucking pedestal and act like Israel doesn't ever do anything wrong, but they do. I'm not saying that I'm 100% against Israel, but I'm saying that we need to look at them and just not assume that they're perfectly innocent.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're above reproach or above criticism. But I'm thinking, people that paint them as complete monsters just for defending their borders are. I think that's a very problematic argument.
Yeah, that's true. But that's all I'm saying is I just feel like Omar is just saying what needs to be said. I don't.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You guys hear me?
Oh,
there it is. All right, so like I was saying, it's like I don't agree.
well, yeah, but I mean, I could still hear you. So.
I know it's just not sure.
All right. I mean,
yeah. So,
chat, if you can hear them, type yes, or if you can't hear them, type no.
Yeah. So, but on our stance on Israel, I think that they should be looked into a little bit. I think we do have money going into our policies from Israel, to affect our policies, and that should be looked at. So, yeah.
Yeah, yes, I definitely think APAC should be investigated.
Yeah, definitely. All right, looks like we're having.
I mean, the thing is, being anti-APAC does not make you anti-Israel any more than being anti-NRA means you're anti. I mean, I'm pro-gun as fuck, but the thing is, NRA.
Yeah, me. So, go to our. Prayer you. Oh, prayer you.
Yeah, PragerU, the only university where you're smart when you go in, where you're smarter, then you go in.
Then you come out.
Oh, that fucked up the saying.
As a professor at a major American university, I am well aware of higher education's liberal bias. I also know the unique challenges that college students with conservative views face. If you're one of those students, here are 7 ways you can turn those challenges into opportunities for learning and growth.
Here's one way. Go to a college that might support your fucking views.
Go to a Christian college.
Yeah, you know, the thing is like, they act like there's no colleges out there that don't fucking, you know, that aren't conservative. Like BYU's not conservative. You know, some other shit. You know, it's just like, I hear all this whining from them. It's like, oh, college is like, well, fucking, you know, tough cookie. Sorry, pick a different college.
Oh.
1. Face reality. The reality is that at most colleges and universities, the leftist worldview is the norm. Everything else is considered a deviation. This is certainly the case in the humanities and social sciences. Even the hard sciences and professional majors like business have been influenced, although, thus far at least, to a much lesser degree. Simply being aware of this...
How? Citation, please. Like, I understand the humanities part, but like the business and social, business science and all that shit, I don't understand how that has anything to do with any sort of liberal bias. Usually those kind of classes are ran straight by numbers and theory. That's it.
They could be trying to make that argument as like socialist style infiltration or whatever.
Well, if he's saying that, he's obviously never been to college, because I've been to a college. You take an economic class. Oh, well, you need to be a socialist. Same.
Yeah, the thing is, though, like the Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk actually has left-wing professors on a list, you know, of like a hit list of harassment.
That's fucking...
Yeah, so...
Balance is a big step forward. It will help you think critically about what you're being taught. 2. Seek out allies.
Is it college about thinking critically? I mean, whatever. Fucking, I mean, you go to college to learn to think critically, don't you? Oh, I guess you're...
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, I mean, I don't know. I don't see what he's talking about.
Identify the non-left and conservative groups and clubs on campus, and to join some of them. We all need allies. We all need friends with whom we can talk freely. Plus, fellow independent...
So, step 2 is to think out an echo chamber, or seek out an echo chamber. You know, I think you're pretty much advocating the things you hate about.
Yeah, I mean, and first of all, that kind of almost debunks the idea that colleges are just liberal havens.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a lot of conservative groups there.
Yeah.
Independent thinking students can give you advice on how to...
Oh, go ahead.
Navigate the politically correct obstacle course that runs through almost all college campuses, and where to find the few non-leftist faculty. They do exist. 3. Avoid pointless ideological battles. It's not your personal responsibility to correct the leftist bias that permeates higher education. You're not going to turn around...
So step 3 is, you know, don't have a discussion. Don't talk. Yeah. Don't try to express your ideas or challenge your ideas. Talk to anyone who might challenge them. Just fucking, you know, stick with your echo chamber. Don't talk to those damn leftists and their ideas.
Don't be the debate me bro guy.
You know, I'm not going to say that colleges aren't leftist. I'm just saying that this guy's strategy is fucking retarded. Because you're never going to fucking change anything. Number 3, don't grow. Yeah, don't grow as a person. You know, you're never going to change anything if you don't fucking have discussion and debate. It's like avoid pointless ideological battles. Well, what's your idea of pointless? You know, is any if you're going there and you're gonna bitch about how left leaning the college is, you need to have battles, no matter how much you might think they're pointless. Because really, if you're gonna, unless it changes in your favor, there's no battle that's pointless.
Around the professor who has no patience for your conservative views, so don't try. It's fine to poke and growth.
Oh, sorry.
No patience for your conservative views.
Yeah, no, yeah, Professor Radisson from God's Not Dead. Pointless is yelling at a deaf kid.
So don't try. It's fine to pose probing questions, but don't push too hard. The same goes for your fellow students who espouse leftist views. Probe, but don't push too hard. Also recognize that many left-leaning faculty are committed to an open discussion of controversial topics. Conflicts with closed-minded professors will happen less often than you might imagine. 4. Stay cool. If you do mix it up with a leftist professor or fellow student, always be calm, reasonable, and respectful, even if they don't return the favor. Think of yourself as an ambassador for conservative ideas. Coming off as a hothead isn't going to help the cause. It's not easy to control your temper, especially when you're being falsely accused.
I can't blame him on this point.
Yeah, I actually do agree with him on this.
In fact, I wish more liberals would do this.
Yeah, we got the SJW tankies that are just making the rest.
Gotta punch conservatives in the face constantly.
Fucking the Antifa reports.
It just all it does is hurt our cause. So yeah, this guy's right on safe number 4, but you use that for any kind of ideology.
Yeah, that's a universal tactic.
Yeah.
Being sexist, intolerant, xenophobic, bigoted, or racist. But that's what you have to do. Your opponents will look for any excuse to dismiss you as a crazy conservative, so don't give them the chance. Remember this: the person who loses his cool often loses the debate. 5. Choose wisely. Consider a major that isn't inherently hostile to conservative ideas. The hard sciences like physics and chemistry are much less likely to be politicized, in part because the material is less subjective. In the social sciences, political science and economics tend to be more tolerant of conservative ideas, if only because a proportionally large minority of the faculty hold views that are centrist or right of center. For example, in the years I've taught at Penn State University in Harrisburg, the political science faculty have been, without exception, committed to teaching politics and policy impartially. On the other hand, gender studies, ethnic studies, and
so at the beginning of the video, he basically makes a point of from authority. Like, I've been teaching for 10 years, but then he says he's been teaching at this university that's hasn't had these problems. So, where's your authority at?
Yeah, and he does take a very generalized presumption that gender studies and Afro-American studies or whatever, or racial studies, that they're automatically going to be act in the leftist favor. I mean, I can understand the trope, but
yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of stereotyping studies, and I can see where he gets it from, but not the case.
Pretty much anything with the word studies after it tend to be more ideological. I would suggest steering clear of these courses your freshman year. Wait until you've had a little more experience and confidence before taking on these subjects. 6. Know your rights. If your instructor or even the administration targets you because of your beliefs, you have options. Organizations like the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, FIRE, who fight for freedom of speech, religious liberty, and due process on college campuses, can help you. You may be in...
Well, yeah, knowing your rights is just like number 4 is a universal.
Yeah.
So hostile toward. That's true. You know, just like know your rights is just nice for anybody.
An ideological minority, but you're not alone. 7. Work hard. College faculty value hardworking, enthusiastic students. Period. The easiest way to win over your leftist professor is to do your classwork in a conscientious manner.
I have never met a fucking teacher who's like, "Oh, you have to win me over by working hard." I think that's
every friggin' teacher.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, just because you're a conservative, you know, it's like, oh well, you know, Bob's a liberal, so I'll go a little bit easier on him. You know, fuck that, dude. Sorry, this like such a straw man. Shit does not happen.
That's your way of showing respect. Many teachers will respect you in turn if you read the assigned materials, take part in class discussion, and show that you understand the key concepts. Chances are you'll do just fine. As I noted in a previous pre-university course, How the Liberal University Hurts the Liberal Student, I believe that conservative students stand to get more out of their college experience than their liberal counterparts. Why? Because conservative students are constantly exposed to dissenting viewpoints. This opposition sharpens them intellectually and helps them grow.
Yeah, but you just told us, like, to avoid any kind of discussion. So, you're saying conservatives are better off because they're exposed to more viewpoints, but you told us, like, in step, was it 2 or 3, to avoid any pointless discussion, which, you know, to a conservative, depending on the conservative, could be goddamn anything.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I mean, how do you know the extent of their views if you're only probing?
Yeah.
Or if you're not going to ask, you're not going to get.
Yeah. So in general, I mean, I feel this is if it does provide any good points, it's a good anyone, not just because they're conservative or liberal, but most of the points that aren't like that are straw man or just simply don't exist. And if they do exist, it's rare. So yeah. You once again, we've learned nothing from you. Church of Gale. Oh, good old Church of Gale. She has a little something for us about to talk to us about Donald Trump. Hear it.
Update. Though I bring up Donald Trump in this video, I no longer support him and may not vote for him in 2020 due to his aggression against Russia, who's an innocent party.
Russia is innocent. Donald Trump is a... Oh, no.
Trump is anti-Putin. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Must have slapped Gale's cock out of...
Has turned into a warmonger for Lori McBride's deep state.
Huh? You know what's kind of...
Trump must have bit down a little too hard Vladdy's dick.
You know what's bad when even Gale's not crazy enough to support Trump anymore?
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of been noticing this with a lot of frickin' these small-time conservative videos. I mean, they were all like very enthusiastic Trump supporters, but now they're kind of coming up with excuses to.
Yeah. Let's watch the rest of it. Like, you know, Gale's always entertaining.
If I don't vote for Trump, I may not vote at all. Vladimir Putin has been forced to cancel his compliance with the INF Treaty because of Trump's treachery. I voted for Trump because I thought he'd be fair with Russia. Trump's disappointed me. Oliver Stone's Putin interviews gives you a more objective assessment of Vladimir Putin than you'll get from mainstream Western news. I no longer support Donald Trump because he's turned into a war hawk for Lori McBride's deep state.
Damn you, Lori McBride! Damn you!
I mean, I'm kind of gonna be on a list. I'm actually, so far, she's actually making sense.
A little bit, yes.
I mean,
But give her time. I bet you she'll go off the deep end. I mean, but the Lori McBride shit's already.
Kind of, but the thing is, I mean, everything she said so far is accurate.
Even the Lori McBride thing.
Well, I didn't hear the Lori McBride part. I just heard the.
We're gonna go back.
The Trump.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well. The Trump is becoming more of a war hawk kind of thing. You know, I mean, that's kind of one thing I support about that. I actually give Trump a little credit for, but the thing is, I mean, a lot of the people that back Trump, they didn't want him to be a.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the Lori McBride thing because I backed it up a little bit so you can hear it again.
Interviews gives you a more objective assessment of Vladimir Putin than you'll get from main Western news. I no longer support Donald Trump because he's turned into a war hawk for Lori McBride's deep state. Lori's still mad at Trump because he won't worship her, but she's probably less mad at him now that Putin's withdrawn from the INF treaty. Nevertheless, I support Putin over Trump any day. And I have a link to the Oliver.
See, the real puppet master is Lori McBride. So, yeah.
Yeah, now she gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would support Putin over Trump any day. I mean, that's a tough call.
Stone's Putin interviews underneath this video. Now on to my main subject about the biggest problem in the world today, Lori McBride. What Lori McBride's done to Hollywood and Star Trek. One good thing that's come about because of Lori's destruction of Hollywood is that I got back into my writing, determined to fix it. After watching her work in Independence Day Resurgence, I told myself, you can fix this.
Yeah, you can fix
Movies
Hollywood.
are a reflection of our culture, and they teach the young generation values. Right now, what's coming out of Hollywood is teaching our young people that well-thought-out morals don't matter, that all that counts is a good presentation and being good at faking it. Lori's a fake and a liar. She's a real shapeshifter, borrowing an analogy from Vogler's Writer's Journey. She's got her presentation down pat, but underneath it all is emptiness, jealousy, and rage.
I think she might be talking about herself right here.
I don't even know who the hell Lori McBride is.
I think she's like Brent Spiner's wife or something. But God, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. She had a thing. Brent Spiner.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, she's going off the deep end. She's going to fix Hollywood, yo. So, at least she's going to do that.
Oh,
yeah. Watch out, Hollywood. Here comes Gail Court-Schiller.
That's what she is on the inside. It's going to take a long time for me to finish Silver Skies, but it's forming in my mind, and it's going to be at least 100 times better than anything produced by Lori McBride. Lori McBride is the secret executive producer behind Star Trek Discovery and Independence Day Resurgence. I personally think she kills off good screenwriters to make her sorry ones look good. It ain't working, woman. A person with a pea brain can tell what's going on. I find it interesting that Star Trek Discovery, one of the most vapid productions ever, has a rating of 7.4 out of 10 at IMDb. Lies are reigning online. Lori turns out Hollywood productions not out of a passion for craft writing or acting.
She actually sat down, took the time to script this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, I've never seen Star Trek Discovery, so I can't. But I've heard it's horrible.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Did she take the time to write this out, look at it, and say, "Yep, this doesn't sound fucking crazy at all"?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, and I do worry that she's actually tailoring her words to just be sane enough to probably win over some basic Trump supporters.
Who knows?
I mean, yeah, that's what worries me about this.
Acting. But because she's obsessed with her image as Hollywood producer and Hollywood sex goddess, she just tacks on productions that she can be associated with to announce to the world that she's world famous and better than all the nobodies out there. Her creations show her motives, the fantastic cinematography, but writing and acting that has no soul. She meets with Satan at least weekly. No kidding, folks. This is for real. This is where she's getting her power to control everybody. Satan's the head of the evil Jesuit order. He's real pissed at me because I got his former leader, Zach Knight, to my side, and Laurie's taking.
Oh my God! I mean, yeah, Laurie McBride is the deep state. I mean, this is fucking hilarious.
Well, she meets with Satan once a week, and Satan's mad at her because she got her boss Zach something.
Yeah.
To fucking be on her side. Oh my God! So I told you she would get crazy. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. The craziness is coming.
Taken Zach's place. The Jesuit order is a very powerful organization. It's now split right down the middle, with half the Jesuits on my side and half on Laurie's side. Satan's abandoned Zach and now sides with Laurie. Laurie is a very evil woman. You're a somebody to Laurie if you share her high opinion of herself and align yourself with her views. If you're trash in your heart, egotistical, sociopathic, narcissistic, she'll work you over and give you a respectable image as long as you worship her. The whole universe revolves around her, and it bores or...
If she did that for me, I mean, yeah, I'd worship the fuck out of her. Fucking... shows more results than God ever did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Laurie McBride, watching this. No, send me a DM. I'd like to be famous. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I may be a prophet, but I am definitely a worshiper.
Do it. Laurie McBride. Here we go.
Yes.
Or horrified.
All hail Laurie McBride.
All hail.
We're going to start a church of Laurie McBride.
Do it.
Yes. You know what? Yep. We make a design. We will.
Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Church of Laurie McBride, and then we'll just do everything we can. Just we'll play a bunch of KL videos, and it was like, we're getting to her.
Yes. Or yeah, you know what? We're gonna try and make the church. We're probably gonna try to get as many people as we can to spam videos, or like just like make sure that she's aware of that these videos exist. Let's just
we'll wear robes. We'll wear robes.
Yeah, to phrase it in a better way, we're gonna make it the Church of Laurie McBride, and. Yeah, I want to see how crazy she gets. I want to see how crazy she gets if we do this. If we actually create the Church of Laurie McBride.
Game on, Gail. Game fucking on.
To see this woman for what she really is. You're a nobody if you don't worship her as the sexiest, hottest Hollywood woman in all of eternity. This means Donald Trump, myself, the real Brent Spiner, most Christians, most Republicans, sane Democrats, sane independents are nobodies to Laurie. If you're a left-wing lunatic or a right-wing war lover and worship Laurie as a sex goddess, she'll make you a somebody, even if you're a pile of garbage.
You're making her sound more appealing to me. Fucking, she's making her sound way more appealing to me.
Oh yeah.
Just worship her as a sex goddess, and you'll be famous and awesome, and you'll have all this stuff. Where's the downside?
Yeah, you'll even get your own Star Trek movie.
Fuck yeah.
Garbage.
For the Klingons.
The key is you got to be a bit mentally ill, sociopathic, jealous, narcissistic to belong to Laurie's club. If you meet that criteria, she'll polish you up, make you look good, and print lies about all your enemies to give you the best possible image.
Yes.
Donald does not like Laurie, and so she's after him with everything in her arsenal. I don't think Laurie's going to win unless she succeeds in killing off her opposition. She thinks we're all stupid, but we're not. We can tell something stinks in Denmark, and Hollywood has gone to the dogs from 2016 to now. That's when Laurie basically took over Hollywood, Laurie and Angelina Ballerina. I actually liked Barack Obama, and I'm not anti-Democrat, but anything Laurie touches, she destroys. Lori's running Hollywood, the Democratic Party, the mainstream Republican Party, and trying to run the world. Kick her out.
No.
She entered the world as a Jesuit clone whose job was to sabotage the real Brent's love for me, realizing this isn't the image she wants, though it is her real job.
She almost cried.
She's gotten involved in Hollywood to make herself credible as a Hollywood glamour queen to feed her pride. She really thinks she's better than everyone else, and those who disagree with her self-assessment deserve to die. That's the depths of this woman. I've watched a couple of episodes of Star Trek Discovery and was so bored, I ended up turning it off after about a half an hour. The only thing they get right is cinematography. The writing sucks. The writing has no soul. The fact that Hollywood turns out this crap and gives it...
Real life succubus wouldn't be this crazy, Bigsy. So, yeah, I mean, that's about as much crazy as I'm willing to handle from Church of Gay.
Yeah,
but yeah, we should start.
Yeah, but I mean, how dare she speak this heresy against Laurie McBride?
It's the great Laurie McBride,
our Lord and Savior,
our great sex goddess. How dare you? We will rise and we will take over your Church of Gale, and with our second lieutenant Satan, we will destroy you.
Yes.
And I'll be famous.
May Laurie McBride smite her enemies.
Laurie McBride. All hail Laurie McBride. All hail Laurie McBride. So yeah, America.
Praise be her name.
Praise her. So we got kind of almost as crazy as Gale. No, maybe a little bit crazier. Yeah, well, this video I picked, I seen a little bit of. He's especially crazy. Got Psychic Bob. Good old Psychic Bob. Gotta go be our thing from now on. Om Surya Namaha. Om Surya we're off to a great start. Namaha.
Craziness already.
Om Surya. Om Chick-fil-A is yummy. Om, give me a McRib.
Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm here at my Lord's...
What's up? I love Psychic Bob. I mean, I love him and I hate him. Because, you know, he's a con man. He's a fucking, you know, he's a swindler. He's a fucking fake. He's a phony. But he does it with style, at least. And maybe the style of a 12-year-old boy who gets a bowl cut. But, you know, it's still style.
Mm-hmm. He's the psychic everyone loves to hate.
Yep.
Surya, my sun god altar, and I was just recharging my pendant with some mantras. Lord Surya is the Hindu god of the sun, but he's the same god as we find in Europe in Old Sol or Sol Invictus, the unconquerable son of the ancient Romans. Sun god was worshipped all over the world. And today I just thought, you know, I was looking outside, it looks like it might rain or snow, and I thought, you know, we need a little sun energy. So I recharged with some mantras, my pendant, and I'm getting ready to head out for the day. I just took my shower, my hair's still drying, but yeah.
Crazy Bob says, what if I want to pray to the Spider-Man head behind Rob more than this sun god? Well, go for it. Pray to Spider-Man all you want. In fact, I will put him. Well, Christmas. Star Wars might have to. There is Spider-Man. You can pray to him all you want. Might be better off praying to Lord McBride.
What's the name of the Star Wars figure that's behind you? I can barely see it.
Oh, Christmas Star. Oh, there you go. My brother got for me.
Yeah, so now it's pretty much the three wise men.
Yep.
The two people in the Star Wars thing and Spider-Man.
Yeah, right. So this is just the beginning. It gets really kind of awkward when he goes to his restaurant. You'll see.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go. Listen, we're going to just go out, just have a little walk today. Just get out and relax. I'm trying to slow down. I've been working an awful lot. And I thought you guys would like to come on along. So, come on along on this Vlog Thursday. For those of you who weren't here yesterday, we had a great video. This, as you can see, is I'm standing next to our moon goddess. Yesterday we dressed her. She's looking great. If you didn't see that video, definitely check it out. You'll learn all about our goddess and how she's coming along. You know, I am just so dedicated to the moon goddess and the sun god.
Here's my mannequin. You like her?
Yeah. Worst pornography ever.
And I just found this really cool image of the Sun Lord, and I just saved and printed it. Isn't this cool? If you guys are interested in Lord Surya,
it's really kind of
I think I'm going to put this on my website. It's an old image from the 1950s of the sun god. And if you want to, have Lord Surya in your house, maybe you can't get a big giant tapestry, but you'd like some image of him. This is a wonderful picture. I'm going to make this available on my website. It may take a day or two. Lady Angela has helped me with that. But hopefully she'll be able to help me get this image up. And you can go to my website and click on it and save it to your computer. And then, you can also, print it out and have your own picture. I think I'm going to frame this later today. So, anyways, I'll show you that a little later. But there you go. There's Lord Surya. He's the god of the sun. Isn't that beautiful?
No.
Just wonderful. Well, Tubies, here I am outside, and there you can see up in the sky, there's our Sun Lord shining bright. There he is. Let's see if we can zoom in on him. He's looking great.
Oh, my eyeballs.
What fresh hell is this?
Oh, it gets crazy. It gets weird, especially when he gets to his restaurant, dude. I'm telling you, man. I feel bad for people working this restaurant.
Isn't that wonderful? There's Lord Surya. Hail, Lord Surya.
Hail, Lord McBride.
Well, he's a little hazed over.
Lord McBride is
That's okay. We're going to go out and have fun and enjoy the day. It's good to get out and walk, Get a little hungry. It's a little after noon, so it's about lunchtime. So maybe we'll go have some lunch today.
Yeah, we're going to have lunch with Psychic Bob.
Now that we've passed Imbolc, we're getting a little closer to spring. And I just can't help.
No, I just want to say this. He is kind of rocking those sunglasses. I'll give him credit, The bowl cut, I'll give him shit for, but, the sunglasses, good choice. Good choice. Good job, Bob.
Help but admire this beautiful, lush green holly bush. Now you should get out and just study the plants as it's getting just a little warmer. And look, there's that bush where I swear it's the face of the green man looking out at us. I'm telling you, the green man is starting to emerge. Yes, he is. And I'm all for that. I am all for that. Well, let's go on and get some lunch. Come on, guys. Tubies, here I am at our local park. And this is a great place to experiment. My favorite place, London Curry House. Oh, it's so good. Yum. Always had the best time.
London Curry House.
Let's go on in. Come on. I'm telling you, they are so busy here today, but it's a lot of fun. I got me a great plate here. Check this out. I got some, let's see, I'll show you what I got. I got chickpeas here. And then this is a pakora, which is like kind of a crunchy, grainy thing, and you put mint sauce on. I got some, I forget the name of this. This has got like cheese on the other side. I don't know what's going on over there, but I just wanted a little chill out. So I can't. Absolutely delicious. If you're a chicken lover, you're Psychic Bob. Well, Tubies,
never mind.
Chicken.
I think it was a different video I saw where he where he got the owners and the employees all talking into the camera, and he's like oh, say hi to YouTube, and they're like, hi. So yeah. But
yeah, so he's like becoming he's like a psychic foodie now.
I guess so. He just walks around, he's just says weird shit. Oh, the Green Man is coming.
Yeah, the Green Man is coming. Yeah, I believe that's the Hulk.
Yeah, or maybe just maybe, it might just be a fucking bush. Little Bob. All right, Bob. So now here's part of the show. You got a Jolly Green Giant. So now here's part of the show where we watch some videos that we like. Or some channels that we like. So so first channel we got is Frustrated Atheists.
Oh yeah, I've actually seen that guy on Twitter.
Yeah, me and him have actually talked a little bit on Twitter and a couple times in was it Geek Room or Godless Island's channel? I don't know. It was Godless Island. But yeah, here's Frustrated Atheists. Pretty good intro. I like it. I like how his logo is kind of a spin on the atheist logo.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. What the fuck? These are some pretty awesome openings. Oh, Miss Snarky, I forgot Miss Snarky's in here.
Howdy, y'all. Today we are here with Frustrated Atheist.
Heyo.
Heyo. So, Frustrated, what's going on? What you been up to lately?
Oh, nothing much. Just dying.
Dying? Oh.
Dying.
Just dying.
Oh, I think you've got one of them colds too.
Yep. Yeah. As my wife says, it's the bubonic plague.
Yeah, of course. It can't be anything but.
Exactly.
So yeah, have you been in any kind of discussions, or you been making videos, or?
I've done a couple of debates. I'm in the process of making a video, but with my voice sounding like crap right now, it goes.
Selfishness.
Sounds probably not the best video we could have used of his because he's sick, but he's really good. I enjoy him. Follow him on Twitter if you like having a good discussion, a good debate. Also, his link is down in the description, so check out his channel.
All right.
Yeah. We got one more channel to support. We got the Atheist. Which, by the way, I got these two channels from Big Z.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta admit, I kind of like the flash and pizzazz of that name.
Yeah. You guys got about like 200.
Oh, seriously?
I literally just grabbed the first. It's not like I know it's. We'll see.
And now, pretty much, onto her policies. What is she? She is a social democrat, a democratic socialist. There's a small difference, but I think Christy's going to cover all that.
Yes. Okay. No, Scandinavia is not a country in our chat. That's funny. Scandinavia is an area, and they are doing equal of capitalism and socialism. Their capitalism is not unfettered. It is very regulated and taxed in a very wonderful marginal way. Everybody from this point of pay to this point of pay is this much, no matter how big you get. And then the next step and the next step. And that's just the way to do it. I think that they got us beat when it comes to just, commenting to things that are going on in the chat. I think that if anybody wants to look up, there is quite a few documentaries on Norway, on Finland, on Switzerland. There doesn't matter. There's so many issues. And later, also got to be a society that comes to terms with the energy problem.
So, if you enjoy them.
There's a little bit of lag to this video. A little bit of lag,
yeah.
All right, actually, I like what I hear.
Yeah, I like it too.
Quite
educational.
Yeah, she's actually quite astute. I mean, is she a part of the show or is she just a guest?
She's part of the show. Every channel, every video I've seen, they have her. So
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she got social democracy pretty right.
Yep. Her link is down in the description. Go check it out. So
I think I'll do that.
Yep. So anyway, that's what we have for you tonight. Still getting back in the groove of things. Still, my voice is still recovering, but we shall be back tomorrow, I think, Prometheus, for Friday Nerdgasm. You down for tomorrow?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Because we had a poll a couple weeks ago.
When we agreed to push the show off to tomorrow, we were going to do that was going to be in lieu of Friday Nerdgasm. But if you want to have a Friday Nerdgasm, let's do it.
Well, yeah, we could do some because Space won the poll. It was between Godzilla, Space, and Atheism, and Space won the poll. So I think I'm just going to pull some pretty interesting space articles. We're going to go through them, or maybe watch some space videos. Increase our knowledge a little bit. Maybe learn a thing or two.
I mean, is there any significant stories that we know of right now, like right off the top of our head?
Well, I mean, a couple of years ago, they had the gravitational wave detected.
Oh yeah,
I know they recently found that exoplanets.
The Mars rover.
Mars rover, exoplanet. I think was discovered. Yeah, Mars rover died. But there's a lot of stuff we could talk about.
Yeah, we'll have to do an in memoriam.
Yeah.
To the Mars rover.
We could do that. We can do that. We can play taps. A little picture of the Mars rover with like the flag behind it or something.
Oh yeah.
Do something.
Oh yeah.
It'd be classy.
Yeah, definitely.
Only if
great eulogy.
Yeah, only if our sex gods Laurie McBride would last. So, can't see.
Yeah.
So
the Mars rover is Laurie McBride right now.
Yeah. So anyway, I gotta go pray to Satan. You all know how that is. It's kind of finicky.
No. We're praying to Laurie McBride. Okay.
We're praying to Satan to pray to Laurie McBride. It's a chain command. Pray to Satan. Satan prays to Laurie McBride for you.
No. Satan is only the patron saint of the Laurie McBride Church. You know that.
Well, I know that, but I'm trying to spread misinformation. It's information. That's where, believe in Laurie McBride. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, even I know I'm weird. So yeah, that's our show. I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for joining us. Sorry my voice has been out. Sorry it's been a while since we've been on. But I really like this new format and we'll continue to improve upon it. What do you think of the format so far, bro?
I love this.
It's awesome.
It's actually a very good dynamic.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like we're running a real podcast now. It's weird. Been trying to do this for like a year and finally got down.
Yeah, we're a real boy.
We're real boys. We're a real podcast. Woo. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever. Check out our people down in the description. All links to everything that we had on here is in the description. Check it all out. If you think you want to read more about anything or watch a video a little bit more, they're all down there, so you guys can't say, well, we fucking didn't show the whole story. You guys go check it out for yourself. All right, I'm the Atheist Vet. Fuck off.
And Prometheus the Prophet.
Signing off.